Well, hello everybody, this is Fibro Jedi and one of the team of LOTRO family. This is, I hope I've got this right, else I've got it wrong in 2 videos straight, episode 16 of my LOTRO Warden series. Last time we retook Weathertop solo, and now we will be continuing the epic. We are, I think now, quite a bit under-leveled. But we finally have Candaith's help to try and find Radagast the Brown. Okay.
How can I be of service?
And this is what I mean by we're a bit under-leveled, because this quest level is 25. Should still be fine. I managed to track Radagast south, and there met friends, the Eglain, who made some ruins here in the lowlands their home. They are solitary and quiet people having shunned societal obligations and a simple life eat out here. The few that do venture towards more civilized areas of the world are still different than most you will ever meet. Because of this nature, they are truly wary of anyone who wishes to traffic with them or their allies. And it seems that Radagast has enlisted their aid, not only now, but at some time in the distant past. I fear you'll need to earn the right to speak with Radagast. I have done what part I can. My horse will take you south and west to the Forsaken Inn. There you should seek an audience with Gadaric Muntz. He will know your name. Be safe. Okay.
How can I be of service?
And we'll just pick that one up. It says, do not tell them I send you, only offer your aid. Yes. So we will need to go and offer our aid. I think this is the first time of doing the Lowlands where I haven't already been acquaintance by this point in the story, because normally I come in from Breland, do a whole bunch of quests around the Forsaken Inn, and eventually make my way to Candaith. Whereas, because we've been epic focused this time, we started at Candaith, so there might be a slight difference
What
here.
can I do for you?
But saves us having to plough through foes all the way from here to the Forsaken Inn. Let's take Candaith's horse. Excuse me. Right. Someone there sporting the horned snow beast cloak from the Yulefest. I'll turn in tasks after I've recorded. This is not a stream, it's not quite the same. Just done stream style. Right, so we've got a few things to turn in here apparently. But let's do the epic stuff.
I'm sorry. Did you need something?
Candaith is a good man who has taken a chance by giving us his word that you can be trusted. For his sake, and our continued friendship with him, I hope you are worth the risk. We are a simple people who wish to remain apart from society, with our efforts that all must undertake to survive. And we will ask you for assistance to prove you are worthy. No pressure.
Woe to me.
Oh, I wonder whether this changed, whether you had to earn acquaintance before they would let you do things. It says, you have toiled long and we are grateful for all you have done. You appear to have the best intentions towards our people. For this, we will grant you the request that you ask. Which is probably as far as I'm going to take the epic in this episode, because realistically we do need to level some before going up to Oscaruth. But there we go, get 1,200 reps there.
I'm sorry to trouble you, but will you help me?
So you have been patient, Lamuna, and you must understand we are a solitary people. We hold our friends dear to us and protect them as we can. Radagast is such a friend, and here at the behest of our leader, to aid us with a terror emerging from a long slumber. He has taken residence in the ruins of Oscaruth, the place we call home. So I'm going to accept that and immediately untrack it, because, okay, I don't mind a bit over-leveled, 5 levels over is more than I'm prepared to brave. So, in here, in the Forsaken Inn, there are a number of bounty quests, which enable you to gain reputation for the first few times that you do them, and pick up some scroll cases as well. So, I'm not going to read everything out, but I'm going to pick up a few. So, as Goblin Slayer is one of the deeds, we can collect Goblin Scabbards while out doing our normal questing. Then...
I'm sure it will do no good, but may I speak with you?
Yes, okay. Goblins have crept into the lowlands and have made trade difficult. They attack us, murdering many of our number and seize many of our trade goods. Ruins of ancient Arnor overlook a large valley to the southeast of the Forsaken Inn, Minas Eriol. That place is called, and it was long dear to my people. Would you go there and retrieve our trade bundles? Yeah, we had a whole episode of orc bashing, so let's do some goblin bashing this time.
I'm sure it will do no
And
good.
because there's wargs in that same
May I
area...
speak with
Right,
you?
I'm not going to pick up too many because I suspect by the time we've done the wargs plus the goblins, I want to pick up another one if it relates, and it
How
might
can I
not
be of
do.
service?
I'm not going to bother reading that either because that
Would you do something
actually
for me?
is the quest giver in Bree sends you to speak to Candace in the Lowlands. Kandak in the Lowlands.
Oh, woe be me.
Okay, so I'm going to get rid of that. I just want to check whether there's anything else at Minas Eriol from these quest givers, because there may or may not be. Vengeance for the Lost.
I don't know if you
Yes,
can
okay.
help
Our
me.
people suffered an attack that cost many lives, and who knows how many more will be dead of starvation before the year is spent. The goblins must pay for this foul treachery. You carry yourself as one familiar with the battle. Would you go to the ruins of Minas Eriol, southeast of this inn, and destroy the goblins you find there? The Eglain,
Hello, friend. Can you help me with
deserve recognition. So all these that we picked up on Minas Eriol. The other one that's there is finding treasures and heirlooms. Right. So there's a few quests we are doing now. Minas Eriol is here, and any goblins we encounter will help us with the goblin scabbard, but we should be able to pick those up. Yeah, from Minas Eriol anyway. Right. I'm going to untrack wood because I don't want to get distracted this time. Right, there's actually no point in rushing to the target on this episode because we need to be a few levels higher if I'm a spear thrower as well, you stupid goblin. Right. Before we end up at Oscaruth, which is where the epic will take us here, we are currently level 22, and realistically we need to be at least, say, level 25. So any goblin bashing we can do is going to be beneficial. What I ought to try on this episode, if my memory works, ha 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 ha, is to finish the sentence. Yeah. What was I going to do? Oh yes, that's it. So what I should attempt to do when I give myself some breathing space is to try and use some of these gambit builders, but as I pointed out in a couple of episodes ago when we received them, you have to be in combat for them to work. The bonus of this being, using your spear throw puts you in combat. So, if we were going to do shield and fist, which is the impressive flourish gambit chain. So if I do number 1 here, oh, not in range, number 1, right. Then we can do shield fist here, which gives us the fast start at the there, but you can't continue to. Okay, so this is the first time trying to play with those. So what happens there is you can't use these quick builders. They have a 15-second cooldown, so you can't say use shield and fist, instant builder, and then use it again straight away to give you a 2-click instead of a 4-click gambit chain build. So you can't do that, but it does help you get a head start partway, or to catch up maybe a bit quicker if you want to get towards your heal, which is shield plus a spear. Spear and shield, no, the other way around. Spear and fist. Fist and shield. Spear and spear. No, I've put one down here that I need the opposite way around. Shield and spear. Oh, it's there. So yeah, if you want to get the insta heal in there. So I'm going to end up doing a combination of key binding stuff and clicking, which is kind of how my guardian works now. Because it gets quite hard to reach the numbers from where I currently am beyond number 5. Right, so I'm going to put floaty names on in here because in this area there are some buried heirlooms and things. And I said there were wargs in this area, and there normally are. And I've just been... oh, this one's a wolf. It's no less dangerous just because it's a wolf, however. Right. Oh, and we need to collect wolf teeth. Lovely. So we're looking for buried heirlooms and things, and because it's not night time, they can be a bit tricksy to spot, especially with my general lack of observation skills. But the floaty names help. Right. So here's ooh, let's get that wolf. Wolves. Yeah, against this number of wolves, a bit of healing is no bad thing. I'm having a bit of brain meltage because I thought I was being attacked by 1 wolf and there's now 3. It's situations like this that it gets quite interesting being or having fibro and trying to record this stuff, because my memory isn't great, and if I have too many inputs, I don't know what it's actually called, but I get like input overload, sensory overload. Can't remember what the word is, but and I can't always make really clear decisions. My brain fog is well, foggy, shockingly. But I'm not being let down by it yet, so yay. Cool. Another Anorian rubble, which we might be able to get just before that warg arrives. And we'll need to do more of that. Ow. Collect warg tails and wolf's teeth. Sounds like we're making some sort of poison. Okay, 3 out of 5. Oh, hello. I'd rather start the combat with the wolf than oh, I pushed my gambit ability like half a second too quickly and ended up clearing the gambit panel. A couple of episodes ago we had the example of me saying, why is it making that noise? Oh yeah. If you do like one part of a gambit build and your icon is like this and you press R, I've got it bound to R, but it's the default gambit button. What happens is you end up clearing it and it gives you a really random sound, but effectively you've just wasted time in the middle of your combat. Look, if so, do it here. Hear that sound, that's what I'm talking about. And sometimes it happens by accident where I think I've pressed the right key. Well, I might well have pressed the right key, but before it's registered it between ability uses, it's changed the key you've gone for. So in my case, I have R set to be, I'll do the gambit thing. before it's actually done the builder that I should have done first. Right. Where are we at with wargs? So we need to get 7 more wargs tails. And apparently still an hour in rubble. We've not done all that yet. Oh, that was that noise again. I was not paying attention. Stamp on it. I think I've done those ones now. Yes, I have. Right, so we want wargs and wolves. Let's turn off floaty names. And try not to go, ah, what's that following me? Oh, it's my beaver. Yes. Beaver from Spring Festival? No. Beaver from Anniversary Festival. Hedgehog from Spring. Warg's tails. And we still need 2 more wolves' teeth. But I think most of the wolves, maybe not all of them, most of them are, oops. Didn't do stage 1 of that Impressive Flourish Gambit chain either. Most of them are stealthed, was the end of my sentence. Right, we need 1 more warg and 1 more wolf tooth. I should have cleared my gambit panel there before starting that. I keep using the boot because I'm getting my fingers muddled. Ah, but we're still surviving, so it's all good. So, wolf. Do we need more wargs? 1 more wolf tooth. Yes, we still need 2. Apparently we've killed more wargs and not got a tail from some of them. Not quite sure how that works. I wasn't particularly trying to chop the tail off, I was just trying not to die, which is different. Gotcha. Right, that's 9 out of 10. I saw a wolf come past. Let's go for this warg here first then. Right, so that's all the warg's tails. We still need a wolf, however. I wouldn't recommend trying to do the warg slay deed underleveled. You could be doing it for quite some time. Still need... yeah, so I think all the wolves in here are... there's one! Stealthed. Perfect. And then we can go into Minas Eriol. There we go. Wolf's teeth and warg's tails have now been collected. Now, we are currently down here. There are a couple of ways into Minas Eriol. I'm just going to go the route that I am most familiar with, which is usually to come out of this ruined bit here and turn left. Oh, I'm being followed. I actually quite like adding in the evade rating now. I've played with it a bit more. Of course I'm now being attacked by more than one, so... oh. Yes, okay, I thought I'd done something wrong there, but I hadn't. Just the wolf died before I had. a chance to actually carry out the gambit. Okay. So this is the entrance I normally take into Minas Tirith. And what we're trying to do here is we need to collect trade bundles, which are just, excuse me, wooden crates. And the goblins here actually cover you for the bounty goblin scabbards, which is the repeatable we were talking about. And we need to make sure that we find, excuse me, dearie me. We need to take out 8 guards, 8 spear throwers, and 1 thrasher. Goodness only knows what a thrasher technically looks like. I quite like the when you're up against multiple mobs to drain them all. I think somebody on YouTube might have told me about that potential trick. So, like, if you do spear, taunt, take something from him, get out of being stunned, taunt, and take something from him, then you have basically them both healing you, if that makes sense. At least while they're still alive. The Lonelands is, I think... Oh, we leveled. Good. The first region you come to where certain mobs give you reputation as you... Oh, look, here's a trade good. Trade bundle. Certain mobs give you reputation as you defeat them. There aren't any... I don't think there are any rep items in any point in the Lonelands. If there are, it's in the tough northeast section, but I'm fairly sure there aren't any. But whites, possibly Shades or Dark Waters, whatever their official name is, goblins and orcs. I think that I might have repeated one there, I don't know. But basically enemy sentience will give you some reputation. Not a lot, so you know, if you don't want to get it in any other way, then you need to kill thousands to make up the reputation, but it helps. Oops. Think! Thank you. So I think each of these goblins has given us something like 8 reputation, which in the grand scheme of things is not exactly fantastic. But it all helps. A few other regions do something similar. Does the North Downs do it? The North Downs might do it, but they have rep items, so I can't quite remember. Right, we still need a thrasher. Alright, how many more? We need 7 more trade bundles, and we need to find... What? Ah, there's a thrasher. Oh, of course, it's all the way down there. Let's go get that one. So I found one. This is one of. Is this maybe the highest concentration of goblins in the Lowlands? Probably is. Which is why you have to, if you're questing here, just do your best to focus on the quests, because it will attract deeders. Right, we will have to explore some of the ruins a bit more thoroughly to get all the trade bundles, possibly. Maybe. Right, we've got 5 trade bundles. I'll have a look and see if our level up made any difference. It's not worth risking. Oh, the thrashers have got axes. it's not worth trying to look at my traits. While in an area where the mobs will just attack you as soon as they respawn. So, as we had in the previous episode, try to make the lobbers, as they're called here, actually drop their flaming gourd before reaching you. Of course, I've caught it there, but spent a lot less time in it than if you'd thrown it on top of your head. We need 2 more guards, goblin guards, and 3 more trade bundles. There seems to be a lot more spear throwers than guards. Are you a guard? You are. Okay. Yes, thank you. By doing that, I was trying to do the avoidance. That's it. Build the evasion in there. See, if you haven't got the concentration, you can lose more health than you planned, but that's the same for any class, so. We need 1 more trade bundle, and I was going for the guard. Here's one of them. That's a spear thrower, so we'll have to... What I should really do is try and remember to build in some defense. That's where knowing the 2 shields thing... Thank you very much. I don't always take those crates now, but if I had to fight near it, I will take one. I'd rather leave them for other players, but if I've worked for the loot, then I shall take said loot. Still need a goblin guard, white hand guard. Someone left me wine. That's nice, isn't it? Shame you can't loot there. Thrasher, spear thrower. Spear thrower. Why can't I find a guard? Let's try along here somewhere. Because they haven't respawned there yet. Ah, there's a guard. Gotcha. So, doing this, and then I was going to go for... No, I wasn't. It works. That's all that matters. Is you live, your foe dies, and everyone's happy. Right, so let's fight our way back out and head back to the Forsaken Inn. I could use my milestone, but... while there's no other players running around here, I'm not nicking somebody else's deeds.
Kill them!
How about no, don't kill them. Oh, again I was too quick for my own good there. That, and we're not far off the first stage deed for the Goblin Slayer anyway, so we may as well get whatever kills we can in. Now then, where's my shield and shield? Shield and fist, shield and spear. Ah, because I don't use the shield and shield very often, but I should. There we go. Because it helps you build in the... See, in theory, if I could use these Insta Gambit builders, it would save me some tapping. But at the moment, I would rather remember the chain for later reference, if that makes sense. But I will try where, like, for example, to get some extra defense in. Thank you. I have auto target on, which is usually fine until you until you end up running after an enemy you tab targeted by accident. Like that one. Oh, they're dead now. Fine. It's just, I've got it on, I can't remember what the setting is called, but it's auto pivots, so that if you're in the middle of combat, when you start a combat ability, you are auto turned to face your enemy, which has helped me in quite a few scenarios to not lose health because I'm not quite facing the enemy enough. And there we go, Goblin Slayer Stage 1. There are goblins elsewhere. This is Minas Ariol is the highest. Well, there are a lot of goblins around here. This is the highest concentration. But when we end up at the next Eglain camp here, there are more, but a lot of them are signature. So in terms of doing your deeds efficiently, it's not the best of choices. It might be perfect for Gambit practice, however. I keep... Ah, it's okay. I thought I'd messed that one up. I haven't. How rude. Apart from getting this guard, we are back out of Minas Ariol. Yay. I've tried a lot of classes in LOTRO now, but the ones that I am more confident at going in, at least, let's say, more confident going in under level slightly, so like a level or two. I would say only Warden and Bjorning, and being totally comfortable on level. Obviously, add those two in because if you're comfortable under level, then you're comfortable on level. I would add my Guardian into that, as I don't mind being on level. I've not put my guard in a position where she has had to be under leveled. Fights take long enough as it is on a Guardian. I think if I'd known about Warden earlier, and I hadn't been put off by it being an advanced class in its description when you first set one up, is that I might have made my Guardian a Warden because it appeals to my risk aversion, but you still get plenty of damage in. I mean, I'm a yellow line guard now and trying to add in a few red line options in the trait tree, but still. Anyway, let's talk about Guardian. Just tempted to set up a cosmetically cloned appearance of my guard on Crit Hollow, but then I'd have 4 characters there, and I'm only on once a week. Right. Yay, we made it through. Right, now we leveled up, didn't we? So we're now level 23. So I'm not thinking yet to add in any red or yellow options in here. If you're fairly new to LOTRO, if you have only one available trait point, you can only add in you can only spend your points in the line that you have chosen. If you have 2 or more, you can spend them in multiples of 2 on one upgrade in other trees. But as this is my highest level Warden, let's stick with what we know for now. So we can either add more healing into Persevere, improve our evade rating buff, or bonuses to block chance when using Persevere gambits. Being able to block things would help reduce health, stop health reduction, but let's max out the healing bit first. I'm thinking later when it gets around to the east of this area where you got to fight a lot of whites, that the more healing I can give myself, the better. Only my Bjorning so far have I not taken a skirmish soldier in to, what's the area called? Haragmar, and this ruin up here. Right, so let's hand some quests in then. So, oh, don't want to get in the way of another player. Bounty Scabards.
Leave me to my misery.
No, I won't leave you to your misery. This character is a woodworker, and no, just a woodworker. So let's go for woodworker here. Right, and if you spot, these become repeatable.
I don't know if you
but
can
there's no
help me.
reputation this time. Oh, there is this time. I think it's like 2 or 3 attempts, and then after that you just get your crafting recipes.
Woe to
Right,
me.
that was handing in. Oh yes, the ruin, the relics and things. Now then, we shouldn't have any upgrades to this because I've crafted level 22 gear. Okay.
It's a sorry day.
This was a fitting end for such vicious creatures as these cruel wargs. My people will be heartened to know they have allies like you in the Lowlands. We will find some way to repay our debt to you. No, none of these are as yet upgrades. And Vengeance for the Lost.
You leave me to my misery.
I think that was taking out some of the goblins. Something like that anyway. Yes. Okay. What I've been doing here is trying to build a bit of leveling before we go deeper into the Lowlands. So... Oh yes, this was when we picked up the wolf's teeth and the warg's tails. Ollie will be pleased with these curiosities for certain, and the wolf teeth should help sweeten the deal. I must admit I was not certain you would succeed. The arrival of goblins has done much to change the nature of my work here in the Lowlands. You have earned this reward, my friend, and I hope you will find this sufficient. I know that Redbrush will be pleased with this delivery. Yeah, there's nothing in the way of cosmetic stuff really that suits. 313, 244, 277. Go. Now I was hoping we'd have leveled up again, but we haven't, so that's fine. So let's call this one here as well. Quite tired now. So again, we've done about a half an hour there or so. That's alright. I've had a bit of a concentration span problem this week. Blame it on the higher air pressure temperatures or something. It's been warmer than normal. But we took out a lot of goblins. I tried to practice more getting in the evade buff that you get through Warcry to try and avoid some of the damage coming to you, which reduces the pressure to then heal yourself when you need to. We didn't have any unfortunate untimely deaths, which is a blessing. And I have started tentatively to think about what do I want to do going into a fight at the start. It will be harder to think about doing this in the middle of fight just because of the concentration span issue that I have. But for example, if I know that I want to have, if I should swap one of these around, I don't use spear and spear very often. But if I want to say, right, I want to have more of a defense going in, then I want to shield straight off, do that. Or if I want to go straight into a healing gambit, then I can go straight into that. You can trigger being in combat by chucking your spear at something. That works perfectly well, which enables you, gives you a couple of seconds, assuming you're far enough away, to aggro the mob that you're looking for, and then click your insta gambit if you like. Right, what I am going to do is I'm going to call this on here. I will go and level up to 23 on my own Steam, and then I'll stop it at 23 in case there's anything new. And I'm going to try and gain some reputation and things between now and Ostgaruth. So thank you for joining me. Been a bit of an unusual couple of episodes where I've not been quite as on the ball as I would like to be, but thank you for joining me. I hope you have a good day, and please do remember to follow especially LOTRO Family, and if you feel like me, at Fibro Jedi as well. Hope you have a good day or night. Look after yourself, and I'll be back for episode 17 next week sometime. Take care then. Bye.